You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you guys doing, guys? This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name is Safan. And before we start, I just want to say, if you are not a real American patriot, if you are a Democrat, Marxist, Socialist, Communist, please exit the channel. This channel is only for real American patriots. And on that note, guys, let's start the show. On this episode, I want to read you the story that is found. What happened in LA, especially in the ritzy part of Los Angeles, right? What they found will astonish you so much, all right? Okay, the headline stated that more than 1,000 weapons found in Los Angeles mansion. One suspect in custody. All right, let me read you this article. If you want to see this article and read it for yourself, I'll link the article in the description below if you're interested. But let's start the article. Okay, authority apprehended a suspect late Wednesday afternoon after police discovered over 1,000 guns at a mansion in Los Angeles Holmby Hill neighborhood. All right, if you don't know where Holmby Hill neighborhood is, right somewhere by, you know where the Playboy Mansion at. Somewhere in that area, you know, if you know somewhere by the Playboy Mansion, you know it's gotta be Richie. It's somewhere in Beverly Hills, all right? But let's continue. Los Angeles Police Department took, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Girard, I don't know, Girard, Damien, I can't pronounce that. Maybe I'm just illiterate. Damien Sanzin, 57, into custody Wednesday night after a group of locals and federal agents seized a stash more than 1,000 firearms, various sizes, makes and model from a home, according to NBC News. Police are holding Sands for suspect of selling and lending assault weapons as well as illegal transportation of weapons, according to the police spokesman, Lieutenant Chris Ramirez, NBC News report. Quote, "We recovered over 1,000 weapons of various make and models and calibers, rifles, shotguns, pistols," Ramirez said. Agent with the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearm, ATF, explosive, as well as Los Angeles police discover and seize a rifle from the Humboldt Hill house. Holmby Hills is an extremely wealthy neighborhood in western Los Angeles, border between Beverly Hills and Bel Air. Like I said, all right, Bel Air. And the three neighborhoods are together known as the Platinum Triangle, which include Los Angeles' most expensive homes and priciest real estate. It's just beyond comprehension that somebody can have so many weapons in a residence like in the neighborhood like this, Ramirez said. A view of Candy Spelling's 57,000 acre square foot mansion, the homes of Holmby Hills sections of Los Angeles, was the highest price piece of real estate in the U.S. listed for $150 million. All right, I think Candy Spelling. I think it's maybe something related to Aaron Spelling. If you don't know who Aaron Spelling is, he's the guy who created the show. He's a producer. I think he's Jewish. He's a producer of the show 90210, Melrose Place, and I think he produced the Seventh Heaven as well. He produced a lot of shows in the 90s, right? He's the father of Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling is also the woman that's in Beverly Hills 90210. And Saved by the Bell. All right. But let's continue. Police will take Sands, I can't pronounce his name, Saenz, Sands, I guess it's Sands, to jail Thursday, according to Ramirez, the officer. Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, Frank Sinatra, Neil Diamond, Barbra Streisand, among other famous artists, performers have lived in Humboldt Hill, according to NBC. All right. Now, people could tie this to guns or something like this, or guns need to be confiscated because it's so easy accessible. But this is not the case. I'm telling you because it's not the case, because this is a high amount of guns. And you don't, if you know anything about corruption within the CIA, all right, this is similar to me. What was this reminiscent? Is reminiscent of the Las Vegas shootings. All right, if you don't know about the Las Vegas shooting, right, it's a theory that's going on. It's a weapon heist gone wrong, or a weapon. People were buying weapons, right? That's what leads to all these guns in the guy hotel room, because he was selling these weapons, right, to probably foreign agents, right? So it's same go with this case. That guy probably is a stash house. Is a stash house in a low, let's say low maintenance area, like area that you wouldn't believe that. This is why they choose these rich area, right? Because you wouldn't expect guns will be racketeering from this kind of residence, okay? But you don't know all these houses in the ritzy area. There's a reason why they have so much money to buy these houses, because they're involved with some kind of racketeering with so many money, right? So this guy is probably a weapon exchange guy, a weapon dealer, right? You ever seen that movie Lords of War? Something like that, all right? So this guy, what I'm thinking that he's probably a weapon dealer, like selling weapons to various agents, selling weapons to gang members, right? He's probably involved with the CIA as well, selling weapons to gang members. This is how stories are created by CIA planted weapons in communities, right? So basically, this guy probably selling weapons to gang communities and take that weapons and terrorize the low poverty area. Okay. So this guy is something. It probably has something relate to Eric Holder, Fast and Furious, right? Because you don't know about Fast and Furious, right? Fast and Furious is a scandal within the Obama administration that they were selling weapons, all right? And it got so bad that Eric Holder he had to resign from being the next attorney general, okay, from Obama administration. And that's so funny when Obama said he never have a scandal in his administration. Okay, you never have a scandal? What about to Fast and Furious? Fast and Furious is a very important scandal. You were selling weapons, all right? Not just to Mexico, but to all around the United States, all right? How are these gang members are able to get these weapons? How are these kids are able to get these weapons, all right? See, with these weapons, you don't need to go to a gun registry, all right? You don't need to go to a database, right? Because criminal gonna get these weapons somehow. These are criminal weapons. These are not law-abiding weapons. There's two different things. You cannot punish the law-abiding citizen for protecting himself and allow the criminals to have guns. All right. This is what we need to crack down. Not to restrict gun sales, to crack down on these illegal gun exchanges. All right. Illegal gun exchanges, because the gun exchanges are primarily initiated by deep state. All right. These deep state people are doing this exchange. This is how gang members in communities are getting weaponized. All right? This is how those kids, MK Ultra kids, get their weapons. Okay? Like the recent STEM shooting in Colorado. He probably obtained his weapon through these kind of exchanges. All right? And I don't want to put in people's mind and perspective, but if Antifa were to get a hold of these guns, you don't know what they're going to do. All right, some of these kids that's shooting up the schools probably Antifa members. All right, I don't like Antifa. All right, they're a radical movement. They're domestic terrorists. Same go for gang members. I don't know why gang members aren't classified as domestic terrorists. All right, this is the problem. Weapon exchange, weapon racketeering. All right, it's not the law-abiding citizens punishing the law-abiding citizens for what they're following the law. So what are they saying? What are they saying? Criminals are allowed to have guns, but we can't allow to have guns to protect ourselves? All right? A cop cannot be with a person 24/7. It takes a long time for a cop to reach to a person if you're in an event of emergency. All right? That's why you have to have some form of way of protecting yourself while the cop is not there. All right? Guns protect people. If anything, if women were to be armed, guns would reduce the rape rate, all right? The rape epidemic, the rape statistic. If women were more armed with guns, all right? Less men would commit rapes on them. Women will be more protected. women would need a guy. I mean, that would benefit the feminists a lot. I don't agree with feminism, but yeah, if they were armed, they wouldn't have to worry about this injustice with rapes, epidemics. All right, and they wouldn't take our gun away. It's BS. All right, this whole shooting is all conducted. Why would you think there's a shooting every week? All right, it's all premeditated. MK Ultra is a patsy. It's a secret operation that the deep state are operating, and people don't understand. This is all right. We are allowed to have guns. All right. And now I'll just read you this article, and it's in these ritzy area. If you don't know about Beverly Hills have a lot of connection with occultic things, right? Beverly Hills, if you haven't heard, the Playboy Mansion is in Beverly Hills, right? What people don't know about the Playboy Mansion, they have underground tunnels, all right? These tunnels are for celebrities to come in and out, sex worker come in and out, right? Slave exchange. You don't know what's going on under these mansions, these underground mansions, all right? For all we know, they're exchanging little kids, having one orgy and all that stuff. But yeah, this is crazy, all right? And I'm not surprised, because all these houses, if any houses you needed to check for weapons or illegal activity is this high profile houses, these expensive mansions, all right? Not too many people know this, but most of these mansions in LA, this big mansion, they're unoccupied, all right? They're not selling, because do you know how much it'll cost for utility to operate these houses? It's a lot of money, all right? And most of these houses are empty. They either have a house sitter, right? But the majority of these houses are empty right now. These houses aren't selling. So what do they do with these houses? They stock on illegal activity, stock on contrabands. Some of these mansions are even drug dealer houses. They deal drugs within these houses. They deal weapons. They deal with sex trade. If any of these houses need to be raided, is these mansions. These mansions have a lot of illegal activity going on in these. All right. Not our house, not the lower suburban houses, the mansion houses. Why else would these people have the money to buy these houses? Because they're involved with illegal activity. All right. You got to have a lot of money. You got to deal with some illegal activity to have that much income to buy these houses. All right. And I bet you the guy, I'm sorry for mumbling. The guy who was dealing with this weapon thingy, what's his name? Sands? What's it? Gerard Damian Sands, 57. He's probably have tied with CIA. I'm telling you. He probably have tied with CIA. Where else will he get all these guns? Right? Same goes for the Las Vegas shooting. He have tied with CIA, I bet you. All right, another patsy. And this is going on in Los Angeles. Who knows how many gang members is he supplying guns with too? All right. I bet you he's a dealer for gang members and the mafia. All right. That's where and I'm sure most of these guns are unmarked guns. Unmarked. Untraceable guns. All right. But yeah, that's the story, and don't look at any story like these. When you see any more of these stories in the future, don't look at it as any random event. There's got to be some story behind it, all right? You got to raise some suspicions. It's very suspicious for a guy who had this much weapons. Is he selling it? He's probably selling it, right? He's probably selling it, dealing with it. I mean, you got to ask questions, all right? I'm sure more development can come out, but I just wanted to let you guys know that when people find these kind of weapons and these secret stash, guys, there's got to be some premeditated reason why. I mean, something's premeditated. Something's planned or something. Maybe they're planning to sell to terrorist group, domestic terrorists, or even ISIS member. I don't know. It could be anything. All right, but I just want you guys to know. Don't These mansions, you don't know what kind of shady thing they're doing in these mansions. All right? I'm for the Second Amendment, but this is what they got to look for. All right? The hands from the criminal. The criminals, look, if you can ban guns, it's not going to stop the criminal from getting weapons by look at the way it is right now. All right? The criminal is going to find weapons regardless, no matter what. All right? They can go to this person like this guy. All right? This is the guy that's funding the criminals, that's supplying the criminals with the weapon, not law-abiding citizens. All right? But if you guys want to read the article, I'll leave the article in the description below. But that's what I think about it, and that's what some scandalous thing that's going on in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is an evil place, man. Los Angeles is modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah next to San Francisco. No, wait, I'll take it back. California is modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah in the coast, people in the coast. But anyway, that's the story. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you have any suspicion? All right? I'm just giving my opinion on it. But let me know if you like a story like this. Once again, my channel is not monetized by Google. I mean, I'm not getting any outside interference. I'm not bound by any outside influences. That means I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited, and unrestricted. All right? I'm not taking any donation. That means I'm doing this for free because I want America to wake up. I want America to come back, expose reality to America. That's the purpose of this channel. If you like what I'm doing, please follow me on social media, Twitter and Gab.ai, and especially I won't be able to help people to be exposed to all these kind of stories if you don't help me by subscribing and like the channel, right? Help the channel, help me by subscribing to my channel. All right, so I could wake up people from now. All right, wake up a lot of people. And once again, this is a patriotic channel. It's American channel, not for fascists, not for communists, not for all those Marxist people. All right, let me know. Let me know you agree. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name is Stefan, and on that note, guys, thank you for listening. And I'll check you guys in the next broadcast. As of right now, I'm signing out. Peace.